I have retaken this way too many times already, so we're just gonna get into it. Camera's gonna be left rolling, we're just gonna do it. So, hello, if you do not know me, my name is Bethany. I am from a small town in Ireland, and you may know me from Instagram, Bethany Burke _ where I like to share a little bit about my personal life and just a little bit of fitness tips, all that kind of crack. But I decided I wanted to try and start YouTube to show you all a bit more of my life. I love vlogging and I love talking absolute shite, so I feel like I'm going to really enjoy this. So today we're going to do a little bit of like Q&A, get to know me, fitness journey kind of thing. And yeah, again, really excited, really nervous, but let's see how it goes. So I literally have nothing prepared, except a few little questions that I got off my Instagram yesterday. So I am so thankful for anyone who put them in. So yeah, we're just gonna go for it and see what happens. So the first question is, what age are you and where are you from? So I am 21 years old and I am from a small county in Ireland called Sligo, and I live along the west coast by the sea. It is absolutely gorgeous. I am a sea swimmer all the way, so it just suits me to the ground, and I love the beach, especially on a lovely day. You honestly can't beat it. Then the second question is, are you currently in college or what's your job? I actually never went to college. I actually hated school growing up. Hated it with such passion, but my full-time job at the moment is a online fitness coach and I absolutely love it. I would not change it for the world. But yeah, I was never studious growing up, hated school, so I just knew college wasn't for me. I took 2 or 3 years out of school, I can't remember, and then I was like, fuck Bethany, you should probably do something with your life. So I literally was mad into the gym at that point. I had a coach at the time, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do a online personal training course. I actually just did it for my own benefit, but then I just fell in love with the process and I was like, this has helped me so much, like mentally, physically, and I was like, I could do this as a job. So yeah, I basically just took the leap. I started working in person in gyms, did in-person training, and then worked my way up to full-time online coaching, which is just incredible. The next question is, how did I get into the gym fitness kind of scene? So growing up, I had such a bad relationship with myself, with food, confidence, you name it, I went through it. School was such a horrible time for me and I battled so much with just confidence, just lack of self-esteem, everything like that. And I really reached a point where I was just so unhappy with myself. I battled through a lot of depression, mental health issues, that kind of thing. And I just needed an escape. And yeah, that's when I really turned to the gym and challenging my inner anger, emotions, thoughts into something that was actually going to benefit me. So we literally had a small little gym in the garage, like I mean, tiny little weights, a little bench, but it did the job. Then when COVID hit, obviously we were stuck at home, nothing to do. I literally spent my whole time in the garage doing the weights. Didn't have a clue what I was at, but just even the endorphins that I got from going out there, lifting a little bit of weights, I absolutely fell in love with the process of it all. But then I developed a really bad relationship with the gym and just fitness, etc. And I actually committed to 100 days of working out in a row, which is so bad. I would not recommend doing at all. But yeah, it also taught me a lot all the same. So I basically exercised for, I think it was over 100 days in a row. Yeah, without any days off, any recovery, nothing. And I became extremely skinny, like very, very skinny. And that's when I developed a really bad relationship with food as well. I cut out a lot of foods and I basically just starved myself because I thought that getting skinny was the best look that you could go for. It's just so funny because I preach the exact opposite now. But yeah, I know we all go through them phases when we're younger, lack of knowledge, etc. But yeah, then I decided to hire a coach, and honestly, it was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. Like, my coach was amazing. He really healed my whole view on exercise and actually moving your body for the right reasons. I had always done it previously for the wrong reasons of lack of confidence and thinking that, again, the skinny look was always the best look to go for. It really helped me gain the best relationship with exercise, food, etc. But yeah, he really just helped improve my whole outlook on fitness and health, which I am forever grateful. The next question then is, why did you start Instagram and sharing your story? But yeah, one day I just decided to turn my personal account into a fitness account because I actually had a close friend who was a full-time online fitness coach, and just seeing the way he worked and his job, I was like, wow, I could actually do this if I put my mind to it. So I knew a girl at the time and I kind of just asked her, look, do you want to start filming content together? Just get in with it and just kind of see where it goes. And yeah, really put my all into it. And before I knew it, I had really built something solid for myself. And then last year, I decided to share my whole story on Instagram, which really helped me connect with my followers and I think made me very relatable to a lot of people who also struggle with their mental health. But yeah, I really just decided to share my story to kind of help inspire others and use exercise and fitness for the right reasons while battling mental health issues, because it has been such a help for me. And I was kind of like, wow, if this has been such a help for me, if I share this, maybe some other person will gain something from this. So yeah, I really just kind of opened up that little bit more, became that little bit more vulnerable to try and just help and inspire and connect with others who may be going through the exact same thing. Oh, the next question I absolutely love, but it was any advice you would give to your younger self. So I actually have so many pieces of advice that I would give to my younger self. But it's funny, if I could go back and like relive my childhood or relive any experiences, like I have no regrets. I would not change a single thing. Everything that has happened to me in the past, good or bad, has taught me something that I have kept with me to this day. So I am forever grateful for everything I've been through. It has definitely all sculpted me into the person that I am today, for sure. But the first piece of advice I would give myself is don't be afraid to do things alone. Like I remember when I was in secondary school, I just wanted to fit in, have a nice big group of friends, you know, and just get along with everybody, which is just not the case. Like you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, and it's so important to know that and remind yourself of that. Like even if you are the most genuine, kind-hearted person on earth, you're never going to be everyone's cup of tea. And that's just the way the world is, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, just stop chasing, stop trying so hard to fit in, stop trying so hard to please everybody. Your people are out there. It may take time to find them, but over time you will find them. Second piece of advice I would give to my younger self is stay true to yourself. Like, don't be afraid to go all in on something that you're passionate about, despite what other people are saying, commenting, etc. Like, if you are passionate about something, if you have belief in yourself about something, go after it with full force. Like, put your heart and soul into achieving that thing, and do not give a shit what other people say. Honestly, people these days get so caught up in other people's opinions, comments, etc. If something feels right for you, go for it. And this last bit of advice, I know is so cliche, hear it everywhere, but I would tell myself that everything happens for a reason and everything always works out in the end. No matter how bad things get, no matter how bad things seem, it will always work out in the end. Like every situation is temporary, good or bad. So just try and make the most of the good and the bad moments, and remember that in every bad situation, there is a lesson to be learned there. And every single setback, failure, etc. is an opportunity for growth. So just remember that. So the next question is, what is your current diet like? So like I said earlier, I used to have a really bad relationship with food. I used to be that kid at the dinner table who would pretend they're eating or say that they're not hungry, skip breakfast, cut out carbs, etc. Got to the point where I was really very unhealthy, lost my period, etc. And that was really the big kind of turning point for me, being like, Jesus, if I don't sort myself out right now, I'm going to get myself to a position where it's going to be irreversible. So that was really my biggest turning point, was when I lost my period and I was like, wow, I'm very unhealthy. Because obviously it's one of the most important factors about being a woman is that you have your monthly cycle. And yet when I lost that due to restriction from food, really hit me, and I decided to improve from there. So my current diet is really nothing special. I really just take a simple approach, and I am a creature of habit. So I eat the exact same meals every single day, literally. I have such a big sweet tooth, so I make room for a sweet treat every single day within my calories. I currently do track my calories because I'm in a dieting phase, but yeah, again, I'm not very strict on myself. If I want something, I'll have it, but it's just all in moderation. My main primarily focus is hitting my protein goal. So I aim for around 150 grams protein per day. Like, I'm such a big foodie. Love my coffee, love my sweet treat, love my good food. It's honestly one of the highlights of my days. But yeah, to be honest, like, my food doesn't really change much whether I'm in like a dieting phase or a bulking phase. I kind of just like either bulk foods up or else just like make smarter choices if I'm in a dieting phase. So yeah, but again, I'm a non-restriction girly, and I preach that to my clients as well. If you want something, have it, but just in moderation and just control what you can. Oh, I love this question. So it's, what are my hobbies outside of fitness? Like I mentioned earlier, I love cold dips and throw myself into discomfort. So obviously I live beside the sea. Every few days I'm down in the sea, getting a cold dip in. The endorphins that you get from it is, oh, it's such a good feeling. Like, And another hobby would be running. I absolutely love running. I find it so good for just clearing your head, getting out of your head, that kind of thing. I was also training for a marathon. I was supposed to run in the Barcelona Marathon this weekend, but I got injured. I got a stress fracture, so out of the marathon for this time around, but I will be sure to complete a marathon at some point in the future again. And then other few little things are I love hiking, I love exploring, I love meeting friends and family, I love coffee, I love time with myself, I love road trips. Yeah, so many. I'm never bored. I'm always at something. So this next question is, how have you built your discipline and kept your motivation? So I would say that my level of discipline has really just always come from a fear of going back to Bethany 4 years ago. Like when I think about Bethany, who restricted her food, who was exercising every single day, who was doing it all for the wrong reasons, who lost her period, that in itself is enough motivation for me to keep going the way that I go. Because I'm like, I never ever want to get back to that position, and I will never ever allow myself to get back to that position. So every time that I wake up and I'm like, oh, I couldn't be arsed doing this today, or I don't want to do this today, I don't want to hit my steps, I don't want to go to the gym, I don't want to eat healthy, I think back to my why, and I think back to that girl 4 years ago, and I'm like, I'm doing this for her. I've come so far, I'm not allowing myself to go back. So that in itself is really enough motivation for me to keep going. And the more I push myself on the days that I don't want to do it, I feel like every time I overcome that barrier, I build a higher level of discipline within myself. So to be honest, I don't rely on motivation at all anymore. I think I've been through enough, and I've shown up for myself despite how I'm feeling time and time again, that the discipline is just there, to be honest. Like, it definitely is a hard journey, and there will be days where like your mind will give in and you just won't do it. But the feeling that you get after that, it's just that feel of like not good confidence, and yeah, it's just not a good feeling. So yeah, I kind of just like to have a little check in with myself and just kind of check it myself and be like, okay, why am I not actually motivated right now? Something that I can control? Is it something that I can't control? What kind of is it? Get down to the root kind of problem and then solve it from there. But yeah, 9 out of 10 times I still show up even when I do not want to show up. And yeah, I'd say that's how I have built my level of discipline to the way that it is today. The next question is, what are some tips that I would give to someone just starting out in a fitness journey? What I would say is get clear on your why. Like, get really deep with this. Like, what is your clear why as to why you want to start out in a fitness journey? You know, if it's like to get more confident, like that's not a good enough why, you know, go again. Why do you want to get more confident? Like, get to the deep root reason of why you want to do this. And sometimes it can be very, very uncomfortable to get to that level of why, but that's what you need. You need that uncomfortable why to keep going. Secondly, don't overthink it. Start so fucking small. Like, if your current steps are 2,000 per day, start doing 3,000. If you're currently eating 2,000 calories per day, bring it down to 1,800. Don't go for the all or nothing approach. Just look at your daily routine, your daily lifestyle, and just think, okay, where can I make better improvements here or there? And just do not go from 0 to 100% way too quick, because it will just not be sustainable. Like, you need to find an approach that's going to be sustainable and realistic for you and your routine and your lifestyle. And if it's a thing that you want to take it like really serious from the get-go, you're really serious about change, about results, don't be afraid to hire a coach. Like, it was one of the best things that I ever did. They're there to hold you accountable, guide you, support you, and help you in like every aspect of life. Don't be afraid to hire a coach and get that assistance and guidance, and just somebody there to hold you accountable and just to like be that little like support person, like, yay, go you. Like, I know that I need that, and that massively helped me in my journey. So this next question is, what do I love most about my job? Oh, there's so many things, but what I would say is I just love being able to help people. So I actually always wanted to do paramedics, like paramedicine when I was growing up. Always wanted to be a paramedic. I thought just like being on the road, helping people, being the first there at the assistance, like, always thought it was so cool. But yeah, I just found that it wasn't really for me. I was really scared to go into the whole kind of studious like aspect of it, because I'm just not a studious person at the end of the day. So I decided to obviously go down this kind of route first, because I Still thought I'd be able to like help people, you know, inspire people, that kind of thing. My current clients are amazing and I love just being able to help and inspire people, just help them like improve their lifestyle, get a little bit fitter, more confident, that kind of thing. I absolutely love about my job. And secondly, I would say I love the freedom with it. I'm able to work anywhere I want in the world. I work my own hours and honestly, I just wouldn't change it for the world. Like, it is the best job in the whole entire world. I know any fitness coach would say that, but it genuinely is. Oh, this next question is interesting. It is, what are some big things you really struggle with? I really struggle with belief in myself. Like, I'm very, very hard on myself. I find it very hard to give myself credit for the things that I do. Like, people will come to me and they're like, wow, I can't believe you achieved that. And I'm like, whoa, like, it's not that really big of a deal. Or I just belittle a lot of things that I do for myself. And yeah, I definitely could work on that and just being a little bit more proud of myself, like give myself a little bit more of like a pat on the back and being like, whoa, Bethany, like, well done for doing that kind of thing. I think I do massively struggle with that. I overlook the small things sometimes, and yeah, I just need to be a little bit less hard on myself. I always think I have to be doing something, getting better at something. And yeah, I find that when I go through a rough period and that kind of dips, I struggle a lot mentally with that because I'm like, oh, I'm a failure, I'm not good enough, I'm not doing enough, that kind of thing. So yeah, just trying to find the balance of like pushing and then taking that little step back. I do really struggle with that. I tend to push myself way too far over the edge and just get myself into a position that I just can't sustain, I can't maintain. I definitely could do better with the whole balancing act of work, life, training, etc. I do find it hard sometimes to manage all that, but again, it is a work in process and it's something that we can improve on in the future. And the last question here is a very exciting one, but it's, what's one thing you want to achieve in the future? So that's really tough. There's loads of things I want to achieve in the future. I want to go traveling. I want to see as many countries as I can. I absolutely love traveling. I love just like the freedom of it, just the feeling of like being in a new place, doing what you want, that kind of thing. So I definitely want to travel as much as I can. Also in the future, I want to complete a marathon this time around, injury free. And I would also love to do a photo shoot. I think that's on the cards for next year, hopefully. But I do want to go through another building phase first, build a little bit more muscle mass, and then cut back and hopefully do a photo shoot next year. And then career-wise, I would really just like to build my brand up even more. And yeah, just help as many people as I possibly can improve their confidence, lifestyle, relationship with food, relationship with themselves, because it has always been a massive issue for me. And I just think there's no better feeling than like using something that used to give you so much pain and discomfort, like using my past experiences to help other people who are going through the exact same thing, and yeah, just help turn their lives around and overall just improve their quality of life. I think there's no better feeling than that. But yeah, that is all the questions I have for today's little video. It's just a little get to know me, and yeah, this is the start of my little YouTube journey. I'm really, really excited to see where it goes. And yeah, I'll just be kind of sharing more lifestyle content and just showing you all a little bit more of an insight into my daily life and what I get up to. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I would be forever grateful. And yeah, here's to more content. I hope you enjoyed.